Did you know that Leonardo da Vinci could write with one hand and draw with the other at the exact same time? Happy New Year! Hello YouTube, how are you? And more importantly, how have your holidays been? Mine were pretty freaking awesome. Oh, look at that, my closet door is open. I'm just gonna leave the other one open. Kinda nice like that. It's weird, it's almost like I've been doing this every video. It's like it's a thing or something. It's not a thing, is it? Tell me what you think down below. Tell me what you think down below. You know, tell me what you think down below. Random zombie face. Alright guys, so I haven't got a lot of time this week. I sound like a businessman or something. I'm running out of time, Janet. I've only got 5 minutes and then I gotta go do a couple other things at the other office and then I gotta do a couple things at the other office and I gotta pick up some groceries, pick up the kids, take them home, make them breakfast, and come back here and do some other things in the office. I have more than an hour, so we're good. But I would like to start talking about what I made this video to talk about. That makes sense? This week we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, aliens. Now before we start talking about aliens, I think we all need to agree that we really know nothing about aliens. The only thing we know is that we don't know. And in knowing that we know nothing, we can know that there probably could be aliens. You know? Are we clear on that? I think we're clear. So the only reason I think that humanity even talks about aliens right now is because of UFO sightings. There are multiple ones every year all around the world. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, but most of the people who report alien sightings are usually unreliable. Now I used to think that too, but I want you to take a step back. Why are these people unreliable? What have they done to be unreliable? Some of them basically just reported that they saw aliens and all of a sudden they're unreliable. The logic of calling someone who claims to have seen a UFO unreliable is really illogical, because you're calling them unreliable because they saw an alien, which is what they're reporting about, so you can't rely on them for believing in aliens because they reported about being aliens, which makes them crazy. Are you understanding how ridiculous this sounds? Just because someone reports an alien sighting doesn't make them crazy. Granted, a lot of them have either been drunk or high when it happened, but some of them, like David Ackerman, actually have seen aliens when they were completely sober. So are we past the whole people who see aliens are unreliable and crazy thing? Good. There are a lot of other things which people speculate could be the cause of aliens, like the way the pyramids are built and the way they're aligned with stars and stuff like that. Now personally, I don't think you need an alien to build something like a pyramid. I don't care how ancient your civilization is, especially if you're an Egyptian civilization. Egyptians were extremely intelligent and way ahead of their time. So the fact that they built pyramids the way they did is not really that surprising to me. However, at that point in time when Egyptians were building the pyramids, there also were no real accounts of any aliens being seen. It's like alien sightings only started happening when civilizations started becoming very advanced. But in different religions and ancient history books, there's all kinds of reports of angels and demons being sighted. And sometimes even gods. Random Giga Pudding Face. Now, these angels and gods are described as not of this earth. They're actually described as absolutely terrifying. For the most part, people drop to their knees and hide their faces because they're so terrified of these images of angels and gods and demons. Some of them have like 4 heads and arms made of brass and like 10 different wings. So they're definitely not human. So you look at these 2 different types of sightings and you notice that one sort of became the other as time went on. And it really makes you wonder, if they've been sighted throughout history, then they definitely have to exist somehow. There has to be something, not just because there's this vast universe, but because there have been sightings in history and in modern times. So if we agree that all these things point to something, now we have to figure out what exactly it is. Is it a mixture of something spiritual and something real, physical? Or is it just straight up aliens that have been visiting us our entire lives, and we're just kinda too dumb to notice it? But seriously, do you think that there's like this whole other dimension that we can't perceive because we're humans? Or is it a combination of the two? Is there an alien race that somehow created our species and is watching over us from a distance but keeps getting caught in the act because they don't realize how smart we're getting? One thing is for sure, there's a lot more going on than what we think, and we need to start paying attention, because we might miss it. Life is full of mysteries, and mysteries can only be solved by detectives. And most detectives are human. That was really, really lame. I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna finish that thought. But you get what I'm talking about, right? Good. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments or with a video response. I always love to hear from you. Random Zonga Face. Alright, now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show, Hero of the Day. This week's Hero of the Day is NDV123NDV. NDV123NDV left a comment on our last video saying, yes, Christmas has kind of turned into a holiday about receiving, but there's something great about giving someone a gift they enjoy. So I guess it's more about giving and receiving. Also, I don't think that's the only part. It's also about being with your family. NDV123NDV, I couldn't agree more. It feels great to give gifts. I mean, it feels awesome. When you give someone something that they really don't deserve or haven't done anything to get, you're just doing it to be nice, it feels really good. Gift giving is awesome. If you want proof of that, go watch the video that I'm gonna put in the bar, wherever it is beside me, below me, around me, or above me. You'll see what I'm talking about. And when you're there, make sure you let them know I sent you. Just cuz. Seems to be a thing on YouTube or something. And now for today's shout out! Today's shout out goes out to a YouTube user named Kushikev1013. Kushikev1013 actually wasn't the 10th person to comment on my last video. They just really wanted me to say their name and see if I could pronounce it, which I can't do. So, I just thought I'd do it anyway. So, congratulations, Kushikev1013. Shout out to you. Remember, if you'd like a shout out on one of my videos, just be the 10th person to comment on this video, and I'll be sure to give you a shout out in the next video. And if you'd really like to comment but don't have anything to say about anything else I've already talked about in this video, here is a weekly Would You Rather. Would you rather be the first person to find out that aliens are real, or never even find out whether or not aliens are real before you die? Now, if you still don't know what to comment, you can always suggest a random face for me to do. I write them all down and try and do a couple every week, and I'm slowly killing off the list, but you guys keep adding to it, so I don't think it's ever gonna die. If you want to check out some of my other videos, there's a button up here where you can look at some other ones. And that's pretty much everything I gotta say for this week. I'm Isaac Oli, and thanks for joining me once again on Rant. Peace in! I'll see you next week. Comment and subscribe, comment and subscribe, comment and subscribe, and maybe favorite too.